Here we have the Mini Cooper S7 on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. From the outside you'll see it's a 3-door car with alloy wheels. It's got the 7 badging on the side, which I'll show you in a moment, that aluminium fuel cap. What we'll do is start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got those twin exhausts, 60/40 split folding rear seats, and then plenty of boot space, which is increased by lifting this tray, which will store there or remove from the car completely. Okay, so as we work our way back round to the front of the car, I'm going to get a little bit closer to the car so that I can show you the Mini 7 badging. This car has got the 7 badging on the side, as you can see just there, in grey with the door mirrors to match, and the roof as well. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get half leather seats. We'll hop in now and run through the many controls on the dashboard. Okay, so now that we're in the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, we have the speedometer in the middle, and then on the far right hand side the fuel gauge. You'll see included within the speedometer is the trip computer, which shows the total miles on this car, which are 1,732. You can change the information that's displayed up there by pushing the button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy info, or a digital readout for the speedometer, which you can see just there. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we've got controls for both cruise control and speed limiter. And on the right hand side we've got stereo controls as well as voice activation there. So the voice activation will work for the phone and various other settings on the car, but once you pair the phone, hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you. As I say, that is once the phone is paired, which is done on the stereo screen over in the centre here. So this is Mini's Visual Boost radio, so you get this lovely colour screen. Everything that you see me doing there in terms of moving through menus is all done using these controls here. So turning that dial will take us through the various options we can then select. We can jog to the right or left as well to go into various different menus, which I'll show you now. So for example, if we want the radio, we can go around to there, push the button down, it'll open up our radio settings. We can then go to FM, AM or DAB radio. So if we went to DAB for argument's sake, it will then open up a station. We can then turn the dial to program different stations, enlarge the image, or we can have a list of the full stations here. So look, for example, if we wanted absolute classic rock, once we've selected it, you can see there's arrows to the right and left. That means we can jog the dial over to the left to access different menus each time, all the way back round to the beginning, and then we can just press the menu button to show the other bits. So multimedia would be the other ways to listen to music. So in this car you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio, so not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can listen to your music as well. And then there is a USB and auxiliary input on top of that, so plenty of ways to listen to your music. Once you paired your phone, which is just there, you can use the Bluetooth audio, as I say. Working our way down from there, we got the dual zone climate control. So if we turn the fans on first of all, you'll now see there's a temperature for the passenger and driver side of the car, which you can adjust accordingly. Every adjustment will show in there, but rather cleverly, it will also show on this dial here. You'll see the white section just moving around there to show us how hot or cold it is in relation to what we're doing down here. And it's as simple as that. To turn the air conditioning on, you press that button. If you press that one, max aircon, the car will cool down as quickly as it can and as efficiently as it can as well. Or you can hit auto and the car will take control of the fan speed itself to maintain those temperatures you see there, and then you can just override that or turn auto off, whichever you wish. We've got a few buttons beneath that. This one will turn off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. If you press the button down like I've just done, it turns that system off. You can also turn off traction control should you wish to, and this button will both start and stop the engine. Underneath that we have the 12-volt charging socket, the auxiliary input and the USB input that I mentioned before, a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then this system that we're going through just now. So you can use this, or you can just hit audio, menu, telephone, and it will take you to the various main menus within the car. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.